Do you know what an actual serving size of food looks like? When they showed me that, I was like, well, who gonna eat that? A baby ain't can't get full off of that. The plate is like this. Airplane food. How many of you fly? When you fly, that little bitty meal, that is what a portion looks like. A portion of meat, it's about the size of a deck of cards. A deck of cards. A potato about the size of your fist. My fist, not you big hand. Got a fist look like that. That's what my son said. Well, Mama can't have a potato this big. No, baby, my fist, not your fist. And vegetables. When you eat vegetables, if you eat them raw, you can eat a whole cup. A cup is a lot of vegetables. If you eat them cooked, steamed, half a cup. That's a serving size. That's what it should look like on your plate. Do not eat and drink. Either eat first and then drink, or drink first and then eat. We do that. That's the worst thing in the world, nutritionally. I'm not talking about anything else but other than nutrition, because the enzymes in your mouth when you're making spit to chew down your food, and we don't chew our food, we barely can taste it. I always ask my husband, son, did you taste it, baby? You ate it so fast, did you bite down on the meat? Did you taste the flavor? Because they go, we don't chew our food. We're supposed to chew our food where it's almost down to liquid before we swallow it. That gives your mouth time and the saliva time to get the enzymes into the food to help with the digestive system. When you eat and drink, you're washing away the enzymes. So your body has to work overtime, and it works harder. And because it's working harder, it's not working efficiently, it's working harder. Your heart is working harder, your kidneys are working harder, all your glands are working harder. So when you eat and drink, you're really kind of defeating the nutritional purpose. So that's why you eat and then you drink. So you eat first, and then maybe 15, 20 minutes later, you drink, and then you eat slow. It takes me like 20 minutes to get a meal down. My husband loves my program now because I'm like a real cheap dinner date. Because he can take me to dinner. I can eat that for 2-3 meals. You know, because I eat slow and I eat a small amount at a time. We have to stop gorging ourselves. And you know why you gorge. I might not know. I was an emotional eater. I'm still an emotional eater. You know, and I'm learning to change that behavior. But we eat because we're sad, we eat because we're happy, we eat because we're depressed, we eat because we're mad, we eat because our boyfriend, our husband ticked us off to no end and you can't kill him, you know. Well, not get away with it, you know, and he can't kill you, get away with it. And your kids getting on your nerve, the stress of the job, whatever it is, but you have to pay attention. So when you go to the doctor, you can say to the doctor, this is what I need. Because the first thing you walk in the doctor's office, the doctor don't walk in and say, humana. The doctor asks a question. What does the doctor say? What's wrong with you? And we are too busy trying to edit in our head. Well, I'm not going to tell them about the fact that my lower back hurt all the time. I just keep that to myself. Well, I'm just in here for a bunion, you know, something. Tell them everything so they can treat the whole patient. We cannot go into our healthcare professionals hiding information and expecting them to perform miracles. They have to be informed. We have to tell them and we have to share with them. You have to tell them. You have to take a proactive approach. And this is a lifestyle change. This is a lifestyle change. It's not like I can't diet. I can't do no diet. Well, I'm going to die from what I ate. That's what my mama used to say. I can't do no diet. You got to feed me. You got to give me enough food so I can chew it up and make it, you know. I got to watch what I'm editing. Because the baby. What was she talking about? I didn't know what that word meant. But it's so important. And if you don't learn anything else from me, let me be a living witness for you to the power of prayer and what God will do when you ask. See, we don't go boldly to the throne. We're too busy bartering with God. Well, Lord, if you help me over here, I can do this. No, everything. And leave it. And believe it. I believed I was not going to be on my diabetes medications. I believed I was never going to go on insulin. I believed I was going to get the weight off. I have lost so far 111 pounds. I appreciate that, but I was so ticked off that I had 111 pounds to lose. That's what I was upset about. You just look so fabulous. I'm like, what was I looking like before? We have to, like I said, we have a television show on called D-Life TV. It comes on every Sunday on CNBC. We have a website, dlife.com. You can log on. I have a walking team. See, I'm in here with you, y'all. I have a walking team called the Mother Love Sugar-Free Strollers. And we just, stroll along. And the American Diabetes Association is sponsoring their annual walk. It's here October the 1st. I'm asking you to sign up with my walking team online at diabetes.org/motherlove and become a team member from Cleveland. It would look bad if, the New York team was bigger than my Cleveland team. You know what I'm saying? Bigger than the Tennessee team. Cleveland got a little team. So I would appreciate that. And we get out and we walk. If we start walking, our children will walk. When other people start seeing what we do, it will inspire them. I did not realize the people who would come up to me and say, I have diabetes and I want to do something about it. Will you help us? Yes, we will. You have to, and it's all right to ask for help. And for all the super women out here, because y'all super women, take your cape off. Put it up. Let that cape just sit there for I'm about to say let the rabbit sit. Just take your cape off. And take care of you. Take care of you. Because we are so busy nurturing the world. We are so busy mother loving everybody else. We forget to mother love ourselves. We forget to take care of ourselves. We forget to nurture ourselves. We forget to know how to love ourselves. And let me tell you something, it's not selfish to love yourself, not at all. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. If I don't love me, you're going to be hard-pressed to love me. And please, no people can tell when you don't love yourself. You walk around, face all drag, how you doing? I'm making I've never had no happiness yet. Oh, no. And sometimes you see them come like, oh, Lord. I was in a good mood. And we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Let us start here in the Neon Clinic on 83rd and Huff. Let us walk out of here today and say, today, I'm not really concerned about tomorrow. We already did yesterday, been there, done that. Today, I will do the best I can today. If you just do one little thing every day, because it's a lifestyle change. Don't try to do, look, we didn't gain all this weight overnight. You ain't gonna lose it overnight, and quit that way. If I lose me 45 pounds, I'm gonna give me a man. Look, if you don't like it, now he ain't gonna like it. That's my husband back there. Wave your hand, honey. Don't get no ugly hug. What you do, got an ugly man in a tuxedo. He has loved me. Anyway, Regina was in my wedding. I wore a size 18 wedding dress. When he said to me, I told him, I said, I gotta do something to get my health better. He said, I am there with you. When they diagnosed me with diabetes, and it's so important to have a community team, and I wasn't gonna tell people I had diabetes. That's kind of like, tell people, ain't none of their business. Then they always looking at you, what you got on your plate. And you don't want to share that. But then I thought, if I don't, nobody came and talked to me. Nobody said, my love, you can do this, you can do this, you can eat better, you can exercise. Nobody said anything to me. So I think it's my responsibility to say to you, so if you don't do it, that's on you. But I know that I'm here to share the information. And we have information and handouts for you, and I'm always a phone call away. I thank you so much for listening. It has been my pleasure. Okay, skip that part. You just said, okay, so does anybody have any questions?
I would have been really how you got so diabetic. I had time to do it.
Because
on insulin, it's to make you hungry. You eat like 15 minutes, like you had anything. And then my thing was, I wasn't sure how much carbohydrates I was there. Ain't nobody tell me that as of today, how much carbohydrates I'm supposed to take in a day.
you should not, as a person managing diabetes, you should not ingest and on insulin. Can I ask how many units you take?
I take 42 twice a day.
Twice a day? You should keep your carb down to at least 40 for the entire day. for the entire day. So you have to pace yourself. And I would suggest, because I'm not a doctor at all, I would suggest you talk to a CDE, that's a certified diabetes educator. You become informed. You tell your doctor, tell me how many carbs a day I'm supposed to eat with my insulin. And if that's too much, because I'm going to tell you something else they told me. A lot of the diabetic medications that they give us trigger us to have a craving for carbohydrates. And that's why we can't get the weight off. When I first started my program, they took me off of all carbohydrates to balance my blood sugar, because it would be like 80, 190, 70, 210. And I'm like, woo, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster here. So they took me off of all white food, white bread, white flour, sugar, biscuits, and I can't eat a biscuit and no bread right now. All I can eat is crackers and maybe a piece of pita bread, you know what I mean? Because once my system, that stuff got out of my system, I couldn't tolerate it. You know, I don't eat a lot of white rice, I eat brown rice. So there are adjustments that you can make in your diet, you know, to help, you know, lower your carb content.